This video will show you how to identify, list, and create zoning districts for your team's jurisdictions in the National Zoning Atlas editor. This step is so important that we have devoted an entire chapter, Chapter 3, of how to make a zoning atlas 2.0 to ensuring it's completed without error. Usually, a team zoning code analyst will be in charge of this task. We encourage all members of the team, including both zoning code analysts and geospatial analysts, to participate in it. Before you proceed, please note that accurately listing zoning districts is fundamental to the overall zoning atlas methodology. This task should be carried out meticulously and with care. To begin, here are 3 resources you'll need to identify all of the zoning districts in a jurisdiction: zoning text, zoning map, and the geospatial files. You'll almost never find zoning districts neatly listed all in one spot, so it's essential that you thoroughly examine each of these. Let's first take a look at a zoning text. Some codes have consolidated lists of zoning districts. Start by searching for them in the text. For suggestions of terms you may search to help you identify these lists, go to Part 3A1A of the How-To Guide. You can also try looking for large charts of requirements in accompanying code documents, which often list all zoning districts in the jurisdiction. At this stage, don't forget it's essential to keep a lookout for overlays. Overlay districts, which are special districts that lie on top of a base district, are often hidden in the pages of the code. Be sure to search for this term if you don't see any right away. After you've thoroughly examined the zoning code text, move on to the zoning map. Look at the legend to cross-reference the districts listed there with the ones found in the code. Note that the zoning map will not necessarily have all of the zoning districts in the text of the code. Some districts that exist in the code are not mapped. Conversely, when you look at the zoning map, you might find some districts on the map but not in the text. We call these extinct districts, and they are very rare. For the final step in identifying zoning districts, you'll need to check out the geospatial files. We have lots of instructions about what to look for in parts 3A, 3C, and 5 of the How-To Guide. For now, just remember that geospatial analysts should use these files to check for any districts not included in the zoning text or map. Once you've identified the zoning districts in a jurisdiction, you'll need to list them in a spreadsheet before moving into the editor. Listing a district in the editor requires 2 pieces of information: the full name of a zoning district and its abbreviated name. Of these, it is especially important that you input the abbreviated name correctly. We match zoning text analysis with geospatial files using the abbreviated name, so this field cannot be changed after you input it. If you're trying to add many districts at once, use the following procedure. First, start a spreadsheet with a column for abbreviated district name and a column for full district name, and type in the name of the districts. Follow the following naming conventions. For district names such as R40 Residential 40 Zoning District, ID2 Industrial District 2, HOZ Housing Overlay Zone, put R40, ID2, and HOZ in the abbreviated district name field. Before putting the longer district title in the full district name field, delete the words zone, zoning district, and district. Therefore, Residential 40, Industrial 2, and Housing Overlay should go in the full district name field. In some cases, you will see no abbreviations in either the zoning code or map. In that case, enter the full name of the district in both the abbreviated district name field and the full district name field. When you are confident that your list of zoning districts is complete and labeled correctly, you are then ready to create them in the editor. Begin by navigating to the Jurisdictions tab from your editor homepage. Check to ensure your team leader has already claimed your team's jurisdictions, and that they have assigned a team member to the jurisdiction they're intended to work on. If you're a zoning code analyst expected to do this jurisdiction, your name should be there. Go to your assigned jurisdiction and click where it says Create New Zoning Districts. Here, you can manually type in each abbreviated district name and full district name. copy and paste from your pre-prepared spreadsheet. Click Create New Zoning Districts. Success. Note that the editor also allows you to enter districts in bulk for multiple jurisdictions. From the editor homepage, click Import on the menu bar. Under Zoning Districts, click Create New Zoning Districts. In the areas prompted, select your team name and select your state. When importing districts for multiple jurisdictions, your spreadsheet must include both county and jurisdiction names, in addition to the 2 name columns we've already discussed. Copy the columns County, Jurisdiction, abbreviated district name, and full district name. Navigate back to the editor import page and paste the columns in the table provided. Note that the table will expand past 25 rows up to a maximum of 500. Once again, the abbreviated district name you provide here won't be editable in the system, so be sure to double check that they are correct before entering the districts. Great! One last thing of note. You might notice at the bottom of the page for each zoning district, you'll find a button that allows you to delete the zoning district. A zoning district should be deleted only if it never existed in the first place. In other words, it was entered mistakenly, or if it is an accidental duplicate of another identical zoning district in the jurisdiction. Please note that if the regulations of a zoning code or its physical boundaries change, including if it becomes extinct, you should not delete the jurisdiction. Please refer to Part 3E of the How-To Guide for how to proceed in these cases. If you run into any trouble, please click the Help button at the top of the page to get in touch with the team. Thanks for joining this tutorial for the National Zoning Atlas.